Okay, guys, welcome to part two, and we're at number 16. Number 16 says, which of the following involves collecting first hand data analyzing? And that's C, primary research. Question 7 says, a target can be defined as the set of actual and potential buyers for any good or service. That's B. Which of the following feasibility analysis assess whether or not a new business venture will provide a return on investment? And that's financial. 19 says the final step in a comprehensive feasibility analysis is the financial feasibility. Question 20 says entrepreneurs are involved in various types of businesses, but in each case, the main concern is to make money by providing customers with value. 21 says which section of a business plan provides information about staffing? That's operation. 22 says the main purpose of the executive summary of a business plan is to, that's C. 23 says eGames Limited, a recent established firm, is seeking finance to develop a capital indigenous Caribbean card games online. The most appropriate source of financing of eGames Limited would be venture capital. B. Which of the following is a form of equity financing? That's issuing of bonds. Surplus plus cash reinvested in the business may be classified as equity financing. 26. What is the significance of break-even analysis to a promoter who plans to host a Rihanna concert in St. Lucia? So that's B. It allows the promoter to get a set of ticket selling price to make a given profit. 27. Which of the following statement answers the question, where will the money come from and where will it go? And that's the cash flow statement. So, question 28 says, which section of the business plan gives information about competitors? That's market. That's the marketing part of the business plan. Which of the following is the best definition of a firm's value proposition? And that's D. Question 30 says short-term debt obligation backed by the government with a maturity of less than 1 year is known as C. A treasury bill. 31 says generally the stage of the venture life cycle in the correct order is, that's B. New venture development, startup activity, venture growth, business stabilization, innovation. 32 says in which of the following life cycle stages of a business would a company attempt to complement its current offering by developing new products or services? And that's D. Mr. Ali is considered purchasing an existing restaurant. He should have the business value in order to determine the level of corporation tax to be paid. 34. A critical part of preparing for an initial public offering is establishing a good valuation. 35 says, which of the following situations will require the valuation of a startup? And that's application of overdraft funding from the bank. 36 says, when considering an investment, which method compares the stock market price of the shares with the profits being generated? And that's A, price earning analysis. 37 says, an entrepreneur can value his or her business based on the current value of the future cash flows. This valuation method is known as discounted cash flow. 38 says, the net assets per share is one method of valuing a startup. What is the best value to use when calculating net assets? So that is the book value. One major benefit of establishing a website is that it increased capacity to enhance customer service. Question 40 says, which of the following statements is considered a myth about e-commerce? And that's C. Facebook and eBay offers businesses a presence to sell goods and services for a small subscription fee. Which approach to e-commerce is described here? And that's C. Question 45 says, Shop for Less Supermarket is considering using customer loyalty cards to improve sales. Additionally, the owner would like to track customer spending based on what customers buy with their cards. This technique is known as A. Correct answer is A. 44 says, it says, as in the brick and mortar model, a frequent buyer program can help an e-commerce initiative to establish that speed. Loyalty. 43 says the decision to go into e-commerce should be pursued only after D, a strategy to integrate the web into overall strategy is developed. Okay, and 45 says many attempts at e-commerce fail because of the belief that A, technology is all that is needed. So, okay, guys, we are at the end of part 2. So, stay tuned for part 3 with more questions like these.